doing stuff wrong. I really can't feel like that all the time. And there's quite a lot of time that, you know, you can become very sensitive about small things. And, you know, shit, so can I too. You know, I can too.
But it's the same thing.
But no, it's not. It's not necessarily the same thing.
If you look at the bigger picture,
I
what are the
became
things
irrational when you're doing movies. I become jealous and fucking crazy and weird, and, you know, we fight a lot more. But I don't want to do that anymore.
I don't either, but I'm not picking you apart. You only see criticism as an insult and picking you apart. You never actually go, I'm a human. I make mistakes. It's not even like I make mistakes all the time. It's that I have quirks. You have your own, I have my own. And if we look at everything that the other person says, hey, I need this differently, or this made me feel bad, or I want you to be aware of this because it kind of stung me. Every single time we bring it up, we can't see it as like an ego shutdown. It can just be a thing we can work on. I know I have them. I have things that I want to be able to hear from you that aren't mean. They're just, this hurt me, or don't do that stung me, or look, if I go over to say hi to Rocky and the girls, and I stayed for that long, after I also, like, you know, was upstairs for so long.
But you have.
When I do, if it affects you negatively,
it doesn't.
Then it's irrelevant. It's about what the other person needs. You live a life with somebody.
It's not irrelevant. It's just I'm saying I'm not going to get pissed off because it's something that you want to do.
You have
somewhere you want to be.
Baby, you have different things that affect you than I do.
We all do, of course.
We're two different people living in a life together, and the best we can do is say, these are my corners, this is what affects me, this is yours, you know. You might not be affected by that. However, sometimes you might be, and sometimes you might feel like I disappear in my closet and you were waiting with coffee or whatever. And I want to be in a relationship where you can tell me, I was waiting here with coffee, I thought you were going to be back, and then I need to be the person to be like, if it affected you and you're not just trying to make a point of it, if you really did affect you, I'd say sorry, or I want to be that person that says sorry. I might not always be, and I'll fucking change that, but I need to be able, you can't, if you see every criticism as you're a fuck up, I can't ever say, this affects me negatively.
No, but
anything.
One doesn't feel like if there's criticism, even like 3 times a month, 4 times a month, that's a lot. It's once a week. When it's more than that, it's really, really fucking weird. It's weird. It's upsetting. It's upsetting because
I agree.
I only feel like
I agree.
You see me in a way that whatever, you know, you keep saying that I got to step up, you know. You know, stop running away and this and that. The things that you've called running away in the past are me trying to get out of a fight that could escalate into something really ugly and violent. And I don't ever want that again for us. I don't want it.
I agree. But it is not, it is not criticism of you every day or every fucking week or any, it's the same thing that you do that you don't work on, that you don't actually change, you don't, and it affects everybody. It's not me alone. It's just I'm the only one who doesn't work for you and can actually say to you, this affects me. I'm really glad that people like Shep in your life can actually say to you, this affects me, but You were let off the hook, as you should have been. It's that thing that you do. You have very little people in your life that can do like what Shep did, or what I do, which is say, that fucking affects me. No one else is going to say that to you.
But baby, for example, I was ready. Now, I wasn't ready long before you.
I don't want to talk about specifics, though. It's
Well,
you know it's a bigger thing.
No,
I mean,
but
if you want to,
no, it is a bigger thing, for sure. I know. I'm late.
I just feel like breaking it down in this one example. It minimizes it.
No, but it's okay.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
If you want to, go ahead. But
No.
I don't want to fight about a fight. I
No.
want to talk about the bigger things, which is, I'm not criticizing you all the time. You do this, you dress this, don't do this, don't do that. I have fucking, it is one thing. It's pretty fucking consistent. I have one major criticism of you that I really feel like is important in fights, that really affects us negatively. That's in fights. I'm talking about in life. It is that one fucking thing. It is the K-hole of attention that is your gaze. It's whatever it's like it's whatever is there, everything else disappears. It's whatever is in front of you, and you lose track of also, like, you know, that's what makes you late. That's what makes
my brain.
Yes.
Shit going
And
on.
I love your brain, and I love everything that you have going on. I love you. You are not, you're the same. You could have anyone you want. I could have anyone I want. I love you. Most of all because of what's in here and in here. I love your brain. I love your heart. And I love you. I love being with you. I have one criticism, and it pops up in different examples, in different facets. But it is really one thing. And it is the lack of consideration, not intentional. And you make it sound like I keep going, oh, well, you do this and you do this, and I'm criticizing you on it. It's not the case. It is one thing that comes up in different, not very different forms, but comes up in different examples. It is the disappearing act of your attention, energy, and sometimes you're great and so clear and lucid and present, and that's a different thing altogether. However, lately, it's, you know, there's a lot going on, and it hasn't really been like that, you know? You haven't been the one to go, oh, I need to text her, I've been over here for like an hour, or you're not one to, it doesn't make me, fuck it, that's, I'm being example, didn't mean to give an example.
I should, no, but while you use the example, I should have, in retrospect, even then, of course it crossed my mind, and then I thought, well, she's probably cool, she's gonna take a shower, she's gonna make up off,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, and I was trying to get out of there for a long time.
I'm sure you were.
And when I finally did get out, it was, you know, another 15, 20 minutes at the door, you know, like,
Yeah.
I said, dude, I'll come by tomorrow, man, we'll talk about it, you know, come by tomorrow. But he was obviously starved for
Sure.
attention and, you know,
I
especially.
invited him over for dinner.
No, I know.
We
Because
hung
I
out
heard
for
he
like
knocked on the door and.
we hung out for like an hour downstairs and ate and talked, and you were missed, sorely missed.
But I was only upstairs.
I know, and I wasn't mad about it, you know? I mean, it's kind of like a joke, you know, Rocky and Josh were in, oh yeah, you know, what did Josh said, another 10 minutes, he's like, actually, we were going to time it, and then we thought, fuck it, no, because it's just so amazing, and I said, yeah, actually, I'd be curious at the time, because in France, we did this game where we would all bet 55, 45, an hour and a half, or an hour and 5, you know, and whenever you would come back from 10 minutes, I'll be right behind you. It would be, no one ever guessed less than 45. And it was between 45 and an hour and 5, where whoever got the prize. And it's almost a joke. I most of the time can laugh it off, because I know you, and I know it's you. But it's so chronic. The lateness, it's so chronic, and it's gotten so bad. Whitney even said it. She's like, it's gotten worse. It's so bad. It's so late, so regularly, and so consistently not on it, whatever that is, multitasking, whatever you want to call it, that I do voice it sometimes when it hurts me. It does hurt me sometimes when I'm upstairs and I'm reading and I shower and I'm like, I don't want to bother him. He's where he wants to be, but that's what hurts. You are where you want to be, and I'm not.
I understand.
And I'm waiting for you. And
well, in Isaac's, I wasn't where I wanted to be. I wanted to be back over there in bed because I was hallucinating, tired.
All I wanted was to be able to say that to you and have you respond like that. And just say, I'm sorry. It would have meant so much to me.
I would have if it hadn't have been so kind of aggressive. You know?
I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't handle it very well. But it's because I assumed you'd go, I'm always a fuck up. You're always on me, and get mad at me, and then yell at me and be defensive and make it a fight about me.
No, but like, for example, and I didn't fucking say anything. I'm not going to say anything to them when I get there. And I would, but look, I mean, and I don't mean this in a mean way. I'm truly just giving you my observation. Every day before I went either to rehearsal or to sound check for the Roxy, you would hit me up with some problem or whatever, something you felt or something I didn't do or this or that, and it was every day of rehearsal.
I was upset about Toronto that entire time, and I was trying to suppress it.
And I was at least 30 minutes late for rehearsal every day, and I was 45 minutes late for the sound check at the Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know.
But it wasn't because of me. That's not fair. You were late.